The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 92, Nasdaq up 9, S&P's up 1.5, gold's up $6, trading at $14.86 an ounce. You get silver up 20 cents, $17.43 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 23 cents, $60.21 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 1 at 128.09. 30-year up 3 at 156.11, and King Dollar. King Dollar down 26, 97.671. Euros at 110. Yen is at 109 and a quarter, and the pound is at 129 to 1 U.S. dollar. And holiday trading, no doubt.
No difference, man. Market's higher. Why not?
Market's higher. And check this out, folks. You know, we did have option expiration quad witching on Friday.
Yes.
But it was amazing volume. You know, when you look at this, 2.8 billion inside the NYSE. And
is that a big number?
That's
yeah.
And inside the Nasdaq Composite, 3.8.
Yeah.
Now that's not only a monster number, but you know the way that I look at these markets, that means that the market has to get over that and close underneath it for any type of even pullback, because it's like, and now we get high volume highs. And then you can make the case that this is always a hard case, because it's like, is it a blowout top, you know, with that much volume? Because you get a picture, you get buyers and sellers there. So yeah. who is what? Well, we're not going to know. That's the real bottom line. But and you had that volume right across every sector, you know, so there was a lot of closing, opening of trades, all of the above. I mean, if we look at the XAU, the HUI.
You only get just, it's quad witching. So I like to look at, that's an anomaly, you know, in its own right.
Right, for sure.
Weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly.
Right.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, look at this XAU. XAU comes down with 121 million shares. You know, I mean, you're going into strength, but bottom line is that.
I mean, you can see when the last one was without even paying attention, though. You know, I mean, so they all come in, I bet, that September 20th.
Yeah, and that was the way up. No, I'm with you.
When you get the weeklies, you get the monthlies, you get the quarterlies, and you get the yearlies, doesn't necessarily speak to true, in my opinion. I know, you know, buying, supply, and demand.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Boeing. So Boeing's up $8.31.
It's about time that CEO is gone. We'll put a little commentary into the news.
And there's no volume here. This is just going into the gap. You know, this thing still doesn't want to go anywhere. Yeah. You get into that 340. Well, we didn't even make 341. 341.10 would be the number. You made 340.59.
When you say there's no volume, no, I'm just, you know, we've done almost 4 million shares, and it's 10 a.m.
Yeah, you know? I'm just, you know, you could, well, yeah, no, I can see that. Okay, yeah, because we did. No, that means there will be volume today, because we came down 16 million. Yeah. So
we'll see, but I imagine it could be a big day, because Boeing, there's got to be a bottom in Boeing. I say, you know, I mean, there's got to, unless the company's going away, but there's got to, and maybe this is the final straw, because it should be out, man. If you know, you got hundreds of people dying by just gross negligence, it should be criminal, in my opinion. So why was the CEO still in there? You know?
Yeah, and then I think a lot of this pressure had to do with, you know, it was reported on Friday that he came on to the head of the FAA. And the head of the FAA told him to go take a hike a couple weeks ago, and that came out.
In so many words, I guess.
Yeah, basically. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean came on to the FAA?
He came on to the head of the head of the FAA,
saying what?
And the head of the FAA told him that they better stop pressuring the FAA to get their planes up in the air, because it's much more serious than that.
Okay.
So that in itself, I think, is like, okay, man, now these guys aren't getting along. You know?
Yeah, and really, you know, I imagine, and that's why I say maybe this is the bottom, maybe this is the beginning of Boeing kind of, maybe the board, and I'm just speculating completely, right? But maybe the board said, all right, it's going to be quite a PR operation that we're going to have to go once we get to the end of this, right? So maybe said, we'll leave them in there as we go through this a little bit, right? And then we replace the CEO, we rename the plane, and we kind of make a full wipe the board completely, which I could see. You know, new CEO, new clean name, no remnants, try and wipe the board completely clean.
Right. And then if that's the case, that means they're going to have to get another CEO because it's the lead director that's going to be the CEO now. And it's the CFO that's going to be the CEO until the lead director is the CEO.
When you say lead director, chairman, is that your title?
No, they have what happens is that you have a chairman of the board, then you have CEO, and you have a lead director. A lead director is in charge of all the committees. He runs basically, the committees. Okay, it's a very powerful position.
Sure.
And he's the one that's coming in there. But if that's the case, he may be just coming in there to get a new CEO.
I think it's the chairman, Calhoun, will become the new CEO. We'll have to pull it up.
Yeah.
That's what I got in my morning market recap, man. I better resign it. Let's see where you got. I'm citing TFNN.com.
That's a beautiful
thing. Who are you citing for your information?
Let's see. What do we got?
The second one. How about even?
Second one right there?
Because it's naming David Calhoun.
Chief Executive Dennis Muhlenberg is out. Let's see, where are we going? Bring this down. Where are we going? Let's see. So he's been the CEO since 2015, which is not that long, really.
No.
They stripped him of his chairmanship in October.
That's it. Just set up there though. Handing where you had it stripped, handing the responsibility to Calhoun. So I think he became when they stripped him of the chairmanship in October, they had made Calhoun the chairman. At that time in October, and so he's the one jumping in. So it is the chairman, and maybe that's an intermediary type until they fill the role. Maybe they just said, listen, we got to kick him out. Start 2020, new leaf, no CEO that's been in charge of that.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a classic.
So he was the director. Let's see. So they had the. Yeah, so they're, I guess things are just breaking so fast. That was a correction that they originally stated. Kellner replaced Muhlenberg as CEO instead of Calhoun. Okay.
So let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities first. Now, this is going to be, no doubt we're in holiday trading.
Oh, man, right. It's December 23rd, man. You got your Christmas shopping done? I heard you talking to people in the office. Did you? Okay.
I did pretty good this weekend.
Good for you. Good. I did too. Yeah.
Look at this thing. Intercellular. What the heck is this? Okay.
Schizophrenia drug.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. So.
Another.
Research and develop biopharma drugs. Okay, so it's up $19.
$19 and trading at 33, man. That's what.
Seriously, man.
So it was trading at 13 on Friday, and it's got Let's see there. Capillita, boy, approved drug, new drug approved by the FDA for the treatment of schizophrenia, making the company's first approved drug. Shares jumped 93% pre-market. It's up more than that now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's pretty impressive. The low 675. Well, these biotechs are like wild anyway. Right?
Yeah. And look at the rise as somebody seemed.
Look at this though.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a stock that was worth $60, folks, in 2015. Went all the way down to $7.
Then it was down even a couple months ago. What was that? 675.
675.
Yeah. You can see the slow rise. Can you put it back on a daily as we come into this? Because it is interesting as you see. Even I was just going to go in the last few. You can see the start to the run up, right? Yeah. Ahead of that. November 15th, the last month, you go from 675 up to almost 13 before that pops.
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Time out. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 107. You get the Nasdaq up 14. S&Ps are up 2.5. And Tesla. I heard that update.
We had 420 yet? Oh, 419.84. We got 16 pennies to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is something else, man.
Quite a run for
that
Tesla.
Is something
over
else.
the last 3 months, more than doubling their stock price, man.
And you know this one here. I mean, you get they secured 1.4 billion in financing from a couple banks in China for their Shanghai factory, and you know it's you know they're coming off as a low number, but the bottom line is still impressive. So the registrations in China went from last year was 393, this year 5,597.
Yeah.
They're saying that their Model 3 is going to start at 50 grand, and they think they can get that down 20% or more, you know, next year by bringing the parts down.
Hey, Tesla catches some action in China, man. Watch out.
Oh, seriously, man.
And they start now, and that seems to be the way to do business, whether you agree with it or not, in terms of, you know, the human rights deal going on in China, but Tesla doing local business with China.
Right.
That's how you're going to get the support from the Chinese government.
Huge.
Yeah. So
big numbers, monster numbers. So, you know, we got all the shopping going. Saturday was they expected was the biggest shopping day out there, but Amazon still can't move, man. And I gave them plenty of money.
I've given them plenty of money. I gave plenty of other stores money on Saturday. No, exactly, I was out and about as well. I heard a stat today. 148 million people shopping on Saturday. That includes online.
Is that in the United States or
that's the U.S.?
Out of 330.
Yeah,
that's
might
pretty
be
intense.
A little more, but like almost half of every. Wow. But it would kind of make sense in terms of almost half of the people.
Even if it's, no, for sure.
You're doing some shopping on Saturday before Christmas. You go online. You go to Walgreens, you go to CVS, you buy some cards, you buy some wrapping paper, you buy something.
Buy something. No, because even young kids, it might be $10 to spend, but they're spending it. Exactly.
To some degree.
Right.
I was actually almost like, really, just 148? Everybody wasn't shopping, man?
Yeah. So Amazon's still flatlining.
Yep.
You know, no. Google, different ball game, man. This thing's hanging at highs. It's just hanging right up there, 1352. NFLX, Netflix, got a little juice last week. And look, man, when this gets juice, look at this what's that? 5 days.
Oh yeah,
5 days, 298 to 332.
10%. Boom.
Yeah. That's.
How about Disney as well? Because Disney, the rise of Skywalker, right?
Oh yeah, and that didn't do bad compared to the reviews were.
And that's always what the speculation comes out and says, it's getting reviewed harshly, and people say, they're not making these movies for high-end critics to be critically acclaimed, right? I mean, they would love it.
Yeah.
But $175 million, I think it did at the box office.
It did.
Not bad, and that's on the heels of there it is, 176. The Rise of Skywalker. So this is the final film, and I think it's the 9th installment. So directed by J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
I had to please the legions of Star Wars fans, but also
Look, still the 3rd biggest December opener of all time. Still ranking. That's pretty intense. The results trailed some forecasters, but third biggest December opening.
Yeah.
And now that the kids are off school for a couple of weeks, there's going to be plenty of times to basically go to the movies, right?
Yes, yeah. And that's off. I mean, they're over $10 billion in box office sales alone.
Amazing. Let's go to Scott and Safety Harbor. Hey, Scott, what's going on, brother?
Well, you can imagine what U.S. Steel did should be. I mean, I think it is against the law. I mean, they did a classic pump and dump.
Oh, Scott's fired up this morning.
All the hype, we bought Big River, everything's going fine. And then, they even did a CNBC interview, I think, a couple weeks. Never mentioned anything about laying off 1,500 people.
Yeah. I mean, you know my feeling on U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel's always dog, man. I mean, that's the reality. It's like you can put tariffs. I mean, picture this, folks. You get Wilbur Ross. They put in so many tariffs. It's like they did everything and anything to basically keep U.S. Steel going. But guess what? And after, if you heard the quotes from Ross, it was hilarious, actually, when they were laying them off. She says, that's okay. We knew that was happening. The jobs are going to go to the auto business and some other business. It's like, you know what? It's not even close, man. But
I was at almost $100,000 I made on that in 6 weeks, and then I got clipped for $18,000 last week. What people have to understand too is when they put stops in things, if it opens up lower, you don't get it. I had a couple of people call me, well, my stop didn't work. Well, come on, people. Wake up.
Well, a lot of people don't know that, but what Scott's talking about, folks, okay, you can have a stop in, and let's say in this case, we had last Thursday, the stock had closed at $18.36.
The 13.
Right? Oh, closed at $13.36. And let's say that you had a stop in at $13, right? Well, it opened the next day at $12.40.
Yeah.
So if you have a stop in, it just jumps to stop, and that's it.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do now?
Here's, I'm so disgusted with it. I'm out completely. It's at 11.89 right now. I'm not going to let it ruin my Christmas because it put me in a bad mood. But what? My beat got really wet. I made a lot of money on it, so that's it. I'm looking now at ConAgra, believe it or not.
What's this symbol for ConAgra?
CAG? No. CAG, maybe.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, the CAG. So you get ConAgra brands. Okay, the manufacturer market, packaged foods, retail customers,
52-week high today.
Yeah.
Their motto ought to be poisoning America. We both know that. But Tom, one of my things in the new year is my family and I, we're going to try to eat, clean. And my wife said, well, you better get out the wallet. It's going to cost twice as much. You think that's true?
You know what? It is true. But you know what you have to go watch? The Game Changer on Netflix.
Game Changer, okay.
This is what it's about. The Game Changer, folks, is about athletes and a vegetarian diet. And you have you have Arnold Schwarzenegger's. It's worth watching. I mean, it shows the endurance of these professional athletes, and they're doing a vegetarian diet. So I mean, I watched it last week, and it's eye-opening. They're always eye-opening. They're cool. This is not one of these deals that they're just saying that meat's killing you all. They're showing more so that what these athletes have done when they switched from a meat-based diet to a vegetarian diet. And you can't, one of the hardest things to believe, the strongest man in the world is a vegetarian.
You're pushing out a lot, man, that I okay.
Yeah. That's what the movie's about. The guy
I would love to see who made this movie and what their bias is.
The guy that made the movie is the guy that made the Titanic.
Okay.
Cameron.
Yep.
Schwarzenegger is the producer. The guy that beat, want to hear something? This is wild. So Conor McGregor, the guy that beat Conor McGregor is a vegetarian.
Wow.
The guy from England.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's pretty cool to watch, folks, Scott. And yes, the good food will cost you more money. It just takes more time to cook. Because, it's harder. It's easy to get a piece of steak and eat it and, just move on. Because I've done that all the time. Cooking, brother.
Thanks for the call, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 104, Nasdaq's up 13, S&Ps are up 2.5, and we know that if we go over to the Dow Industrials, Boeing's going to be putting some juice into this today.
You got it. You got it. It's pulling back a bit, though. Now only up 2%, right? Yeah, only $6 in the positive, man. I think we almost made it up to 340. We're at 335 now, but yeah, half of the Dow, 47 points.
Right. Apple's putting 20, 3M 18, United Health 13, taken away from it. You got Home Depot putting 7 negative points, American Express 7, Disney 7, And
Imagine
then,
Disney. Not Disney. They produce a $175 million movie. They're over $10 billion for the box office. But I think Disney's up like 50% this year. So that's
big numbers.
Exactly.
Big numbers. The homes, new home sales. This is a big number, man.
Okay.
What's intriguing about this number? So new home sales rise to the best 3 months since 2007. Capping, let's see. Sales of U.S. homes increased in November, capping the best 3 months for demand since 2007, reflecting sustained momentum. Single-family homes rose 1.3% to 719,000 on an annualized basis. In the 3 months through November, purchases averaged 720,000, the strongest in 12 years. What's intriguing about this?
You just look at that graph, man. That puts. I like visuals.
It's
you know,
huge.
that is quite a visual. Definitely,
It is huge. So what's intriguing here, folks, okay, which is really cool, actually, increased demand for new homes being fueled historically, of course, low borrowing costs.
Yep.
Lowest jobless rate since 1960.
That one has a lot of nuance to it,
does,
like we talked about. But go ahead.
I was making a lot more in 1960 than kids now.
Benefits, pensions, all that, sure.
Okay, so here's, to me, this is the intriguing part here. Purchase of new homes rose in 2 of the 4 U.S. regions, led by 54% in the Northeast and a 7.5% gain in the West, which recorded its highest sales level in 2 years. Now, it's intriguing about that. Both of those places, right, have some of the highest home sales, and they've been soft. You know, so that's pretty intense, man.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, you get the whole Northeast coast, you get the West. Those are where those average prices for like a closet is big money.
Oh,
you
boy.
know?
I mean, the real estate alone you're buying, you know, and I'm talking about the land alone, let alone the houses are so expensive for sure.
Totally.
I mean, we got a lot of friends, both of us still up there, and man, oh man, the price tags on those houses.
You know,
it just keeps going out, right?
It
you know,
does.
it used to be, oh, well, of course, if you buy a house in Boston. We all know South Boston's going crazy.
Right.
But it's right next to the city. It's right on the water.
It is the city
Man,
now.
you got to really, you can just go out to great cities, great towns.
Right.
Talking about $800,000, $900,000 to buy a house.
I know.
In just kind of suburban Boston area.
Yeah. It's intense.
Yeah.
So let's see. The supply of homes at current rates dropped to 5.4 from 5.5. The number of new homes for sale was 323. The number of properties sold for which construction hasn't yet started increased, while the number of partially built dwellings climbed to the highest level since 2016. So,
yeah, and that indicates a robust pipeline for home builders.
You know.
Yeah.
So all of that, though, what still does intrigue me is this Northeast, and because if the Northeast and the West can still gain, folks, okay, the rest of the country hasn't made. Because it's this, you know, we're so less expensive than the Northeast or the West.
And we have population growth in Florida.
Right.
You know, let alone population growth. I'm talking about like net from exodus from the Northeast. I'm not talking about like birth population growth, right?
No.
I'm talking about transferring
Every day.
people moving
Right.
to Florida from other states, let alone,
Let's go to Mike in New Hampshire. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning,
How you
Mike.
Could you help me understand the daily chart for UGAZ? Is that a bad tick today, or is there something else going on there?
So what do we got? The 3 times long natural gas?
Down $10.
No, it doesn't look like it, man, because...
So let's see what this is, first off. This is the... Okay, so this is the long natural gas ETN. The note provide
3 times long, right?
3 times with cash payments scheduled maturity to.
Somebody's saying they got a reverse split possibly in the den going on here as we jump around. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, because it went from 10 to 77 or something.
Well, there we go. They're saying it was a 1 to 10 reverse split. The chart's going to recalibrate.
Because
the reason why, Mike, we pulled...
Tom, you mentioned bad ticks sometimes, and on these free Yahoo Finance platforms, I see a lot of these bad ticks.
You know what happened, Mike? It's just that when we pulled up the chart, it automatically had recalibrated for the split, so we couldn't really see the difference, but that must have been what happened. And they're saying it was a reverse split, so, you know, if you owned 10 shares, you now own 1 share.
Right.
Yeah, That makes sense. I'm not in natural gas right now, but I appreciate what you said last week, Tom. It is a crazy commodity to try to follow.
Right? Because what's funny is, Mike, we
up
pulled
at the end of the day, nice, and then you get up the next morning and it's way down. It's up. It's up and down.
Even without the reverse split, this has still moved 15% today. That's why I thought that's what you were talking about. You know, it's a remarkable the volatility, especially when you're dealing with it 3 times in something like natural gas. Man, watch out.
And you know, and I have the natural gas contract up here. I mean, this is a mess. This is, you know, I mean, you know, I know we keep saying this, but this is like such a mess. It's
Remember the EIA on Thursday, right? We saw a draw of 107 billion cubic feet, I think. They were looking for a draw of somewhere like 70. We got a quick pop in the market, and before you know it, we're back down to 220, like nothing.
I mean, this looks to me like it's going to go right after. Let me put this up. So, yeah, this can go up to 160, man, which is just a mind blower. But bottom line is that that's laying out there. Your first leg would be 202. You're at 222. And that would seem like a lot, but guess what? It's not 10 cents today.
And they're saying in the den, it's not a joke. It seems like a joke. It could be a joke, but they, you know, you do the reverse split. Now they got much more room to go down. As in, you know what I mean? It was at $10 because it's been going down so much.
Oh, yeah.
You do the reverse split, you back up to 77. Natural gas continues to decline. That 3 times long is just going to go right back to, you know, lower territory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 3 times the daily limit. And then, you know, the bottom line is if natural gas is going to 161, guess what?
I just mean that's why they would do it, because if it keeps going down, you're at $10. Then that, you know, that's going to be at 6. It's going to be at 5.
Exactly.
So they had to get it to a higher price and then see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely tough to trade this one. Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Have a great
Mike,
one, man.
thanks for the call, man.
Yeah, I would suggest to people just get natural gas off your radar, period. I know people like it because it's been going down for so much. I would just get rid of it, man. I mean,
or just make sure it's all risk capital no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would, because
no, for sure, for sure. Where the disconnect comes with me, folks, is that when you do, like, we will get frigid cold in the winter. But we've seen it the last couple of years. Even when you get it, well, guess what? This is natural gas out of Louisiana, and that's it. It's not natural gas out of, out of other places.
It won't reflect a price spike that you might get in New York, you might get in Boston.
That's right.
We've seen it, yeah.
And we've seen it last year, just in New York and Boston, they were paying was 10 to 15 times higher on a daily basis.
Right. And that was a short-lived surplus,
it's only a couple of days.
Right.
But guess what?
They have some supply problems of transitioning, that market.
Yeah, you don't get the price out of Louisiana.
No.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We get holiday trading happening. Hope everyone's having we'll have a great holiday. Be safe when you're driving, folks.
That's right.
We had some rain in Florida last night.
Yeah, we still got a little.
Did you ever?
Yes, we sure did.
We had a huge moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Dow up 99, Nasdaq up 14, S&P's up 2.5. Come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 112, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are up 2.5. Let's get a Robert in Kansas. Hey, Robert, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for
Morning,
calling.
Robert.
A couple of questions. Yeah, I have a couple of questions on Bitcoin. My first one is a instrument GBTC. I was just looking at some article today, and it says Grayscale Bitcoin Trust announces resumption of private placement. And so I read this article, and it looks like if when you buy this that you have to hold it for a year. And my question is that am I reading that wrong, or is private placement different than buying GBTC just on the market? Because I wouldn't be interested in buying GBTC and holding it for a year. That's no.
No, you don't have to hold it for a year. I mean, you can hold it for a minute or a second.
Okay, so it's just this is a little different. It says it's resumption of private placement, and they had to hold it for a year. So that's something
That
different
might have
than
to do with
buying
the actual issuance.
Yeah.
If you go back to like these, I think, is this an ETN? Let's get into. So it's an open-ended grantor trust based in the U.S. Trust shares are the first security solely invested in Bitcoin. The objective is for the Bitcoin holdings per share to track the Bitcoin market price, less fees, expenses. Eligible accredited investors can invest in the private placement at the daily Bitcoin holding shares. So this is where things, now right now, we've talked about this before, the net asset value as of December 20th of this, Robert, $6.94, and it is trading at $9.17. So the reason why they put something like that on there is that if you want to buy it at maybe $6.94, right? Maybe you can do that. I'm speculating, but I think that's where things, they'll issue those. You can buy them at the net asset value. That's how they're issued. You have to hold them for a year, and that allows them to be traded. But the real risk here is that eventually these have to go back to the net asset value at some point in time. So you can speculate on them, but I would be really worried. We saw this in the run-up originally.
It was a monster.
Like monumentally above the net asset value when Bitcoin was up at 20,000, even when it was sitting at 15. And what you ended up having happen is that the people who lost the most money in Bitcoin were the people who were in this, because not only did Bitcoin cascade in huge fashion, but you also lost the huge amount of premium above net asset value in this substantially.
Yeah, so if another company began offering a similar type of trust, that the premium would go down. Like right now, you have a premium in it because it's easily traded, right, rather than actually owning the Bitcoin.
You have people that just don't care that they're paying above, the true value of what they're buying. They're looking for a cheap, quick, not a cheap, a quick profit.
And I'd say most people don't even understand that they're paying more than net asset value.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, there's certain things that once you understand them, they're very simple.
Yeah.
But when you don't, you don't. And I don't think that, you know, people understand even when they're buying this, that you're buying something, you know, that.
I mean, would you buy and I'm not saying you, Robert, you know what I mean? I'm just in general, right? Would you buy a gold fund if the net asset value of the gold fund was predicated on gold being at 1,500 and you're buying it at 2,000? You know, you'd say, why would I do that, man? And it's because, like you say, it's tough to get in the Bitcoin market. You know, you got it right. So people like that idea. But, yeah, go ahead.
And let me just show you the difference, okay? So I just brought up the GLD, okay, which trades at the 10% of the price of gold, less the fees over the course of years. So it's trading at $139.77, and the net asset value as of the 20th is $139.28.
Yeah, the fund percent premium,
right with it.
Fund percent premium is 0.007%. In the GBTC, it was 33%.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no. I hear what you're saying. I agree with you, and it's definitely a risk. But it's a big risk because it goes both ways. It shoots. The premium, even though it's 30%. I've read that it can go even higher than that when the Bitcoin's going up.
It can.
And then when
That's what it does,
course,
too.
it whiplashes you to the other direction.
So you got it. You do.
You do.
And to put it to your question, too, because I'm pretty sure when we looked at this, what the initial buy, because what you're talking about, when we look into this, if you get like their prospectus, right, I think if you spend like $50,000, you buy $100,000, you know, and you
maybe hit that right there.
Which one, sorry?
All the numbers.
Okay, good. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not.
No, it won't come up. Okay.
Maybe just even holdings. It says, no profile.
Yeah. You know, it's cool, Robert. You understand how this works because when you just said to us that when Bitcoin does go up, the premium does go up, and that is what does happen. But the risk value is still way too high because you could wake up any morning and you know it could go right back to net asset value for a slew of reasons. The biggest reason would be
totally, but you don't have to. My primary question is you don't have to. You're not locked in, like you said. You can own it for 1 minute if you wanted to. My follow-up question is Bitcoin at a bottom, or do you see it just kind of continuing to slide down? And I don't trade intraday. I'm more stand back. I like the weekly charts because I don't like the noise of the day.
Cool.
I like weekly and monthly. And so, do you see it bottoming, or do you think it has Bitcoin?
It's close. I mean, you know, the problem that I have with Bitcoin is that I always need volume to really make a decision if I'm going to put my money up, and that you don't have volume on this. You know, you can see that, you know, you rejected lower price, you know, this month. And it's like, okay, you know, you come back in the area, and can you make the run to this, what's that, 1,300?
About 14,000.
14,000, and we're at 7? Yeah, you can. You know, but, so it just, to me, you know, I don't know. That's the real bottom line.
The only thing I'd throw in there, Robert, is we haven't seen a big bad press story in Bitcoin in a long time. And that would be my worry, is that you haven't seen one of those where an exchange gets raided, people lose $200, $300 million, and Bitcoin crashes $1,000 overnight. As long as you have some risk capital in there and you're just aware, which it sounds like you know what's going on in the market, but that's a risk, man. And I struggle to see how Bitcoin, it could trickle up, but I'd always want to be aware that it could drop $1,000, $1,500 overnight on a story like that, versus a slow trickle to the upside more so.
Now, how do you trade Bitcoin? What exchange do you trade it on?
I have never touched it. It's something I've never touched. I'm thinking I'm slowly reaching the conclusion that I'm going to put it in the category. So the previous caller was calling about gas or natural gas and said, hey, that's dangerous. I'm going to put this in the category that it's in that category as well, and just kind of take it off the radar.
Yeah, and you know, you can, if I was going to be an investor in Bitcoin, I would not trust anybody with it. I'd get one of those hard wallets. I don't understand it myself. I would get the code. I would put it on a hard wallet. I'd have it myself. I'd store it on a USB drive. I'd copy that code. And that way, you know, you're not subject to keeping it on an online exchange.
Too much. There's too many other things I can trade. I don't want to.
And I hear you. That's why I haven't done it either. If I was going to though, that's where I might go. Only because you're trusting people with all of that capital. And
digital capital,
it's
man.
the Wild West out there.
Digital capital. Hey, man, you have a great one, safe one, have a great holiday.
Thanks for the call.
You bet. Thank you.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back with John from Philly. We get the Dow up 116, Nasdaq up 15, S&P's up 2.5. We'll come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
If you're a trader in the market looking for exposure to gold or gold mining equities, then now is a perfect time to sign up for Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. The summer is over, gold is trading back above $1,500, and the 10-year Treasury is hovering at around 1.5%. Tom O'Brien has been writing his weekly gold report for almost 18 years. There's no one that knows more about how the gold market trades and how gold mining equities react. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, Tom publishes his weekly gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. As of September 3rd, Gold Report subscribers have 5 active open positions with an average unrealized profit of almost 38% for each position. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up today by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to our man John in Philly. What's happening, brother?
Merry Christmas, Tom and Tommy.
Merry Christmas, John. Good to hear from you, man.
Making a great new year, too.
Yes, indeed. In your last 3 minutes, please look at spot crude oil, Tom. That'd be the CLG0 contract. For maybe just 10 days, 10, 15 days on your hourly chart, Tom. Take a look and tell me where you would see things coming together that you could buy against. We're at 60.26. I'm just wondering if anything on your charts shows you a spot that you'd key off of for a short-term low.
Yeah, well, it's coming into the lows of, that's Friday. We get some volume there. Yeah. I mean, I'd be looking somewhere down, well, I mean, see how the volume is 59, but that's
a week ago, the 13th.
That's only a buck.
Sorry, a week ago Friday, the 13th. He was looking at, John.
And so what happens here also is this: once you get inside $60.37, which we have, it's like, then guess what? I mean, you can get on 58 in a heartbeat and get on the other side of that. I just watch the volume because most times you're not going to just do, you know, a buck down. Oil doesn't like trading like that. But, you know.
It's been quite a run, man.
It's huge.
56 to 61.
Yeah.
Yep.
The first
Very
place
good. Thanks so much.
Okay, man.
John, have a great Christmas.
58.56, John.
Really interesting, man. Just Saudi Aramco, right? They get their IPO. They get $2 trillion. Just before we jump away, I mean, it's just the fundamental. There's the attack on the Saudi fields, right? You get the spike. The market says, no, no, no. We don't even care. And then somehow, right ahead of the IPO,
they run it.
They run it up.
They run it
you
up.
could see a good pullback there for sure.
Stay right there, folks. We got TD Ameritrade Think or Swim coming up next. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes. I'll be back this afternoon.
Thanks, man.
Go get it, folks.